Hello. I hope that you spent a little bit of time watching the last video, which was really about the course and how it's set up. Right now, I would just want to show you a little bit about our Schoology page and hopefully some strategies to help make students successful. So I don't know if I shared this, but I know that it is in our syllabus. And one of the biggest things that I'm trying to do for my juniors and seniors is set them up for success after they graduate high school. So the way we do this is looking at two key components of being a citizen of the world, which is being responsible and being accountable. So unlike years in the past, and especially because the level just leveled up a little bit, my expectation with students that are not in class is that one, they are either responsible, or two, they are accountable. Hopefully both, but choose your battles. So to be responsible, it looks like this. If they're absent from class, they're responsible and they're doing the work. That means if there's a quiz that day, they're taking the quiz outside of school. If there's notes we took, they're taking the notes. If there's an assignment to turn in, they're still turning it in because the due date was posted for weeks and now it's due. Responsibility is something that we have to sort of build upon, and that is how I'm sort of approaching the semester with my students. The second thing is if they can't be responsible, then they can at least be accountable. And that comes in the form of sending me a Schoology message or an email simply saying that, like, I have a migraine, I'm traveling, I have no internet, they all have cell phones. So whatever it is, the idea is you're either responsible or you're accountable. And I really love when students are upfront and honest and being with me and saying, like, hey, I'm not going to be here, but I also know that I'm not going to probably have internet because I'm traveling, whatever it is. So it's training students to be functioning in the 21st century. And so that's how I do this. So I want to show you the Schoology course that I've set up so that it makes being accountable and responsibility like a lot easier. So go back to my method of teaching virtually that looks like this. So what I'm looking at here is our Schoology page. And if you are in our Schoology course, you've probably already seen these things. So I will start with over here, there is a calendar. And it sort of shows you some upcoming dates. There is not a lot due this week, but I told the students that if they do it by Thursday, then they don't have homework over the weekend. But I do post, I try to post as far out as we can, even a tentative Unit 1 test. These dates can change. There is a lot of flexibility in our class, especially depending on what we're talking about or how far off of a tangent these students like to go. But all of the dates are posted there. Over here is our update. So if students were absent, they would want to check our update. Click on it, and I post updates daily of what we did in class. So see if I can let this load. Today, yesterday was Monday. So this kind of shows you what we did in class. So we talked about the difference between note-taking and quizzes, which I did in my other video. We did a little bit of a recap of our course notes, and then there was an assignment that they worked on, and it shows you the upcoming due dates. Thank you. I also sometimes post over the weekend just as reminders if something is, pressing so that they don't forget. So I encourage them to turn their notifications on for our course. Additionally, in our materials section, I have it organized by week and then by day. So it helps if students are absent or if they're like, what did we do on Tuesday? So as you can see here, here's week 2, here's where we are. And internet is slow today. Monday, this was yesterday, here are all the things we did. We did a reading quiz, and then we had an assignment that they're working on with the Declaration of Independence. So this would show you what they're doing. If they were absent, let's say last Thursday, they would simply go into Thursday's folder, read Thursday's update, and then go through the topics that are listed here. This is to help hopefully make them really, really successful. They can always message me. I'll move my face a little bit. Up here is a little mailbox. They can message me directly. Any questions they have as we get closer to the test, any questions they have about where to submit something. I always tell students as well, accountability is if you can't find the quiz that doesn't give you the out of not taking it, I didn't find it, or if there's notes due that night and they just can't get it to upload, being accountable is messaging me and say, hey, this isn't working, and then attaching screenshots of it. So I always say you got to troubleshoot your problems. And if you can't, then you need to message me. And so I'm trying to help students really create a better communication with teachers, with professors, with, bosses, because not being able to do something doesn't mean you don't have to do it. And I think that it's a learning thing. And that's what I'm trying to do, is help them to learn. So hopefully this helps you to understand Schoology. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you watched the other video, which explains the whole course itself. And I just really appreciate everything that you guys are doing, both at home and also as a support in our classroom. Thank you so much. Have a great night.